What is up everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tati, I'm a social media manager, and today's video will be how you can create content for Instagram for the whole month just in one day. Let's begin. You probably know that consistency is the key of success on Instagram, and you have to post consistently, and you might have a problem if you don't have enough content. And I know that so many people are struggling with the content, with the visual content, because it takes quite some time, some inspiration, and so on and so forth to create content for Instagram. So I did an experiment and created content actually just within 2 hours for the entire following month. And that's actually fun because I properly prepared and I got some inspiration, and in 2 hours we were literally done. Okay, there's several steps how to create content for the entire month just in one day. You need some preparation beforehand. And the step number one is to get some inspiration. I love using Pinterest, and Pinterest is number one source of inspiration for me. And the second source of inspiration is Instagram itself. And when I like an image, I save it on a special folder which I call inspiration. And if I go for shooting, I usually go to this folder and check something out in order to get some inspiration. So let me show you how I prepared for this photo shooting. So what I'm gonna show you is my mood board that I created just for this purpose, to create photos for Instagram for the entire month just in a couple hours. So I called it Inspo. So here I set images that I really like, that is not so hard to implement. I didn't go crazy. I have some business casual looks, some business girls that are doing something, some fun pictures as well. So this is my inspiration board. I literally use most of the shots, most of the ideas for this photo shooting from this Pinterest. Step number two is, of course, you have to ask someone to help you. You cannot make pictures yourself. So book someone for 2 hours. It can be a friend of yours who is doing the same thing, and it can be win-win situation. Your friend is gonna make pictures for you, and you're gonna make pictures for your friend. Easy as that. The step number three is preparing your outlooks. Thanks God it's summer now, and it's much easier to carry around some things and to not pack thousands of clothes. So prepare something that would fit the mood that you have chosen, it's pictures that you have chosen, and that is easy to change. So I decided to take a couple dresses that are more or less nude and are not so visible in the feed when you repeat the images. Also took a couple blazers that would already change the entire look. Even if I'm in dress, I put a laser and you cannot see that I'm in the same dress. I also took shorts, the blouse that is white color and quite neutral. You can make several photos with the same look and it wouldn't look the same. So I prepared the whole bag, and I can show you a little bit of the journey because I was using my photo camera for making images, and I used a little bit of my phone to show you how I was actually doing it. I didn't prepare the list of locations that where we're gonna shoot, because Zurich is beautiful everywhere, especially in the city center, and we were just walking around and see nice post, nice wall, nice door, nice cafe where we could sit and make some pictures and have a coffee at the same time. So we're just literally walking around, getting some inspiration and finding some cool locations. And believe me, you can find a lot of interesting spots and locations. But what really helped me is this inspiration and mood board that I created beforehand. From this mood board, I prepared some looks for me, and from this mood board, I already had some ideas in mind what exactly I can shoot, and I was paying attention exactly on this surrounding environment where this picture could look nice. Okay guys, I got finally ready. This is the whole bag of clothes to change, and my laptop, because I want to make some pictures with laptop as well. That's me, and my baby camera that we're gonna use mainly for shooting. So location number one, we're gonna do some pictures on the stairs. And Marina, who is doing photos for me today. Yeah, so let's check how she's doing it. Shots from far and shots close-ups. She's the best photographer in the world. So this is location number 3. We got this umbrella and some stripes in the background. Yeah. Location number 2. So I was literally sitting on the, how do you call that? Okay, whatever. I quickly changed to the second outfit. It's a dress. So once all the pictures were shot and it was successfully, it took us literally a couple hours to do that. I would like to give you a little bit of overview of my system, how I post on Instagram. I don't post every single day, I post 6 times a week, so 6 times 4, we need 24 pictures. 4 pictures at least, maybe a little bit more, I use from the previous months. It's totally okay to reuse the content. No one is remembering what you were posting a couple months ago. You don't have to create something from scratch all the time. So combine your new content with your old content, especially when it fits your mood, your feed, totally fine, do that. So because I'm doing it quite often and I take images from previous months and put it in the feed of the following month. Once all the images are done, what I'm doing next is I upload it on my Lightroom mobile, I edit it with my preset, and then I upload it on Planoly, and that's what I'm gonna show you on my screen record. So that is how my pre-planned feed is looking like. This is the pictures that I'm gonna post in the following month. So I really like to use Planoly because you can not only plan how your feed is gonna look in future, but also you can make the captions beforehand and use as well the hashtags. So I have a group of hashtags. When you press this hashtag sign over here, you can see that I have several hashtags groups that I made research that is relevant to my niche. So you just can add them and use it as you go. You can also plan here to post photos automatically on your behalf, and Planoly also introduced recently to post stories or automatically on your behalf. You just need to get approved. Planoly also have a desktop version. I really love this app, and they also provide all the time quite useful tips and tricks, and yeah, so go ahead and explore it. That is how my feed is looking for the following month, and it literally took me a couple hours to create new pictures combined with the old ones. Okay, the Instagram planning feed for the whole month is not everything. It's not about just visual images. It's also, of course, about captions and valuable material that you can bring to your audience. And what I usually do when I read a book, every single day I read new things about social media. That's my news number one when I wake up in the morning, and instead of reading some politics news, I read news about social media because that is my passion. And whenever I have some ideas about what I can write, I write it down immediately on my notes, and then I have already the topic for the idea. And then I just go and do research on internet. If I'm not so aware about the topic that I'm going to write about, of course I do research beforehand. And that happens not so often, but in most of the cases I write about things that inspire me, about things that I know very well. That is how I write captions, and as I said before, I post 6 times a day, and 5 are quite valuable posts, but I also try to share my personal experience because this is important for your brand recognition and brand awareness, to a pinch of your personal brand and personal experience in every caption that you write on Instagram. And the last step is, of course, hashtags. About hashtags I'm talking so much. but I do research in hashtags as well before I post images, because hashtags can bring you organically a lot of traffic. And if you're curious how you can use hashtags and make them work for you, check the link in the description and grab a free ebook in the link in the description, and check this video right here. I will also post the link to this video in the description box. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I inspired you to create content for the following whole entire month, just in a couple hours. Spend a little bit more hours writing captions and a couple more hours on researching the relevant hashtags, and you are done and free for the entire month, and you can engage with your audience instead of worrying what to post tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have something else in your mind which I did not cover yet, please write it in the comment box, because I create content based on your requests.